Midlands man now behind bars after being charged with multiple counts of sexual exploitation of a minor. Lexington County Sheriff's Department investigators say 28-year-old Christopher Robin Cordosi was arrested after investigators say they received the tip from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, which led them to Cordosi possessing files of child sexual abuse material, they say. He's been charged with 3 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor. The case is being prosecuted by the Attorney General's office.